Hey guys, welcome back. Mike here at MH Tutorials. Well guys, today we are going to model something weird, somewhat distasteful, but nevertheless it was a request for somebody building a scene, so I decided, hey, you know what the heck, okay? So what we're gonna model is a men's bathroom or urinals, okay? So if you're gonna build out right now, I understand. If not, let's do this, okay? So I'm going to load a reference image. I'm going to go to View, Image Plane, Import Image, and here it is. All right, let's get this done. Okay, I'm going to move that out, and we're going to start by creating a polygon cube, and let's pull that up. And we're going to bring this down to roughly the height we need. We're going to turn on our X-ray. We're going to scale it out just a little bit, bring it in, and right click vertex and bring that down. Okay, then we're going to go to mesh tools, insert edge loop tool, and we're going to add some edge loops. And one there and one there. There we go. And then we are going to right click, go to face, hit Q first, take these three and these three, go to edit mesh, extrude. Let's do 5, which is a bit much, but that's okay. We'll take these, push them back to about there, and yeah, okay. And then the bottom section will push it back just a little. Okay, then we're going to take these two, edit mesh, extrude, and we're going to pull them out as well. I'll just switch views for that so I can see it better. For wireframe mode, there we go. And then we're going to take these, okay, and we're going to bring them forward. Oh, excuse me. Edit mesh, extrude. We're going to bring them forward to about there. All right. And then we're going to go back to mesh tools, insert edge loop tool, option box, multiple, and 2. Hold it 2 right there. All right. Q on our keyboard, right click vertex, drag select these guys, hit W and bring them out to about there. And then we'll take these two, hit R, and scale them out somewhat. And we'll take these once again. Actually, that's not bad. We'll leave it like that. Okay. We're gonna right click, go to face. 1, 2, 3. Go to edit mesh, extrude. Hit R, scale that in. G to repeat. W to pull down. Let's see how far. To about there. All right. And then we're going to right click object mode, select that, and hit 3. Okay, now we need some tweaking, as you can see. So let's do that first. Select that, hit 1 to go back. And what we're going to do is we are going to, let's see, what are we going to do? Yeah, what we're going to do is go to Mesh Tools, Autodesk Tool Option Box, Single Edges, and we're going to add a few to hold down our shape. One there, one there, one there and there. Looks like we've got most of it. Let's give that another go. Hit 3. And that's fine. I kind of like that, so we'll leave that. Okay, shape-wise, we're pretty close. The only thing we need to do now is, oops, hit Q, right-click vertex, drag, select these, and we're going to hit W. We're going to pull that out just a little, and we're going to push that down like so. All right, cool. So object mode 3, and there we go. Okay. Now let's deal with our plumbing. Okay. First, we are going to create a section down here, which will be a polygon pipe. I have to zoom in on our pipe, that is. Let's bring that over and down. I have to zoom in. Let's see, hit Control A. We'll do a thickness of 1.5, which is a little bit better. We're going to right-click face, and we're going to select every other face. It looks like I missed one. Oh, that's the inside here. All right. Edit mesh. Extrude 0.25. Maybe a bit more. 0.4. That's better. Mesh tools, individual tool option box, multiple, we'll do 2. We'll hit R and we'll push them out. Hit Q, object mode, hit 3. Okay, cool, we got that. Let's get it into place. First, scale down a lot, then hit W and move it towards where we need to be. Hit 4 for wireframe mode. Let's see where this guy is at. I have to zoom in, bring that in, scale it down. Let's see what we got. Okay. Next, we are going to take a section of a torus. We're going to hit E. We're going to rotate that. Let's rotate that back. There we go. And we are going to take some sections from that. So let's see where we're going. Okay, so we're going to right click, go to face, get rid of the top half, and get rid of that half. Object mode. Let's move that down here. Okay, let's see. Let's scale that in a little bit. All right. And then we're going to need to take both and move it right there. You have to zoom in. Take that guy. Okay. Hit R, scale it up a little. Let's check it from our top view to make sure that we are in the right location. All right. And we're going to hit 3 on that. That's okay. Okay, now for our top here, for our plumbing. All right, take a polygon cylinder, pull that up. And from our top view, have to zoom in, R to scale down a little bit. Make sure we're sitting on top. Have to zoom in. Just there we go. Okay, so we got that. Right click vertex, drag select our top vertices, hit R and bring that in. Okay. Let's just, should have taken out these caps. There we go. Yep. We're gonna go to mesh tools, insert edge loop tool, take these two and push them out to the top and the bottom, which is all right. Right click face, select that, edit mesh, extrude, hit R, scale it in, G to repeat, W to pull up. G to repeat, R to scale in, G to repeat, W to pull up. And we'll just take this guy, right click, come on, object mode. And we'll just move that a little bit. Right click vertex, bring that up to there. Have to zoom in. Right click face, edit mesh, extrude. Scale that out and up. To about there. G to repeat, W to pull up. To, let's do there. And we'll first move on this section here. Okay, that looks fine. Let's see. Okay, G to repeat, R to scale out, G to repeat, W to pull up, and we don't need to have an exact replica of this thing, but that's all right. G to repeat, R to scale out once again, and then W to pull up. Sorry. Um, Let me think. G to repeat, W to pull up. That's better. And then scale that in. That's about right. Then we're going to need to create a kind of nut, I think. Okay, so we'll take a polygon pipe, bring that up, and bring our subdivisions down to 5. Maybe that's a bit low. Let's do 8, 7. Okay. Right click object mode, and we're going to bring that towards where we need to be. Hit R, scale that in. Let's see if we can get it into position for wireframe mode. Okay, turn off our, oops, wrong one. Turn off our X-ray. Check it from this view as well. That should be all right. Doesn't look all right though. That's better. Okay. And we're going to want one of those right on top here. All right. Now we're going to want to have a section coming out of the wall there. But before we do that, right click object mode, hit 3 so we can see where we need to tweak, and that's quite a bit. So there we go again. Insert edge loop tool, regular setting. One up there, one down there, one there, one there, one up there. All right, that should help. Hit 3. Yeah, it's better. Okay. Okay, now let's see. We're going to take one of these guys, Control D, W to move out, E to rotate. I hate it when that happens. And there we go. We're going to hit W, we're going to bring that down, and we're going to bring that in. F to zoom in, R to scale down, and we're going to scale that guy out quite a bit, which will give us that. That's okay. Then we're going to take a polygon cylinder. We're going to rotate it. Scale it in. Let's move that towards where we need to be. So we're not at the same location as our reference, but that's okay. Scale it up a little. Right-click vertex, bring that in. Let's check from this view, object mode. There we go. And then we're going to right-click, go to face. No, I just want these. Edit mesh, extrude, hit R, scale them in, hit W, pull them forward, G to repeat, W to pull out, to about there. Okay, and we can actually right-click, go to edge, take that edge and scale that one in. Oops, I didn't have the entire edge for some reason, because there is an edge right there. Okay, let's smooth this guy out. Let's see what we get. Mesh tools, insert edge loop tool, one down there, one there, one there. Q on our keyboard, object mode 3. Yeah, looks better. Okay, excuse me. So then let's take this guy, Control D to duplicate, pull that out and pull that up. And that's going to be at that end. I have to zoom in. We're going to scale this up a little bit. All right. We're going to take another pipe. Actually, let's fix this guy for a sec here. Just hang on, guys. Something is wrong with that guy. Mesh tools, insert edge loop tool, Q, 5, object mode, smooth. That's better. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So now let's take another polygon pipe. Pull that up. E to rotate. To 90. Let's move that up here. Have to zoom in. And we're going to bring that in there. Scale it down. That would be about it. Take that guy, Control D to copy, move over here and scale it in a little bit. And let's see what we got so far. Where'd that pipe go? Over there. Bring that in. Have to zoom in. Okay. And then we're going to create a polygon cylinder. Bring that up. Rotate that to 90 degrees. And we're going to pull that up, push that in. Hit 5. We're going to scale that in just a little. It's a little bit too big. 4 for wireframe mode. There we go. Okay, we're going to select all this stuff here. See what happens if we smooth select it. As you can see, we need to add some edge loops. 4 for wireframe mode. Put one down there. One down there. We'll do one right there and right there. Q5, object mode. Hit 3. This one is a little short, and that one we need to fix. So we will hit 1 and hit 1. Yeah, we're going to leave those as is. We're just going to take this guy, hit 1, go to face. Edit mesh, extrude, hit our scale out like so, with the exception of that one. And apparently I got another one going on here. Okay, let's see how that lines up with this guy. So we're going to drag select everything. Come on, object mode. Mesh combine. All right. Mesh separate. Let's go back to this guy. And it looks like we're good. All right. So we're going to go to object mode. We're going to hit 3 on that. We're going to hit 3 on that. We're going to leave that as is. 3 on that. 3 on that. Okay, that's all good. And then we're going to select the whole thing. Control G to group it. Okay. Now we're going to add some materials on all of that. Right click, assign a material, MIA_X, material tab, presets, chrome, replace. We'll take this guy, assign new material. We'll do a Fong E. Let's make that white. And we'll take these two, assign new material, blend, and we'll make that white-ish, not completely white. All right. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. This, okay, that's now a group. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Control D to duplicate. We're going to move that over, and Shift D, and Shift D. Right. Let's create a room. So we'll take a polygon cube, pull that up from our top view. Let's move that in. Let's see if we're quite aligned to our wall. Just going to move my pivot point up so I can see what's going on. All right. Height-wise, we're going to bring that down. And then we're just going to take out a couple of walls here. All right. It's like these three normals reverse. There we go. Now we're going to create a couple of these dividers, if you will. And we need to create some clamps for those. Let's do a polygon cube. Bring that up. And we'll just do that from this view. Have to zoom in, bring that down. Hit R and scale it in a little bit. And from this view, we're going to bring that down. And let's do something like that. Control D to duplicate. Bring one down there. Right click the whole thing. Control G to group. Okay, the wall itself, actually the whole thing looks a bit thick maybe. Well, not too bad. Okay. Right click, assign new material. Let's go with a, let's do a blend on that. And we'll do a white. We'll take these two, assign existing material, chrome. And then we'll drag select that. Have to zoom in. That looks about okay. We're going to bring that down. Feels kind of stupid modeling this, but hey, it is what it is, right? All right, so we got that. Control D to duplicate. Bring that over. Shift. Come on. And Control D once again. And Control D once again. So what have we got so far? Okay, so we got this, right? And what we can do is take this face here, bring that one in a little. Okay. We are going to right click, go to face, select our bottom here, assign new material, blend, checkered box. And we'll give that a minute. And we'll call it file. And I think I call this something like floor tiles. There we go. Hit our, where'd he go? Checkered box right there. Select that, create UVs, planar mapping. That already looks a bit better. However, we're going to go to edit UVs, UV texture editor, right click UVs, and let's see what we can do to tweak that a little bit. That looks more in proportion. So that's good. We're going to take this wall here, assign new material, blend, file, and I call that one tiles, I think. Yeah. Select it, create UVs, planar mapping. Let's try automatic mapping. Not great. UV texture editor, right click UV, drag select, hit R. Take this guy. That looks funky. That's a bit better. Edit UVs, UV texture editor. Right click UV, drag select. Now let's see if we can get that aligned. So we're just gonna zoom in here. All right. Now there's only one problem here, which is that these things are made for people that are very, very tall. So we need to move our room up a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's set up this guy right here. Let's create some light. Let's do an area light. And I'm going to hit 7 on my keyboard. Let's drag that out. Let's hit T on our keyboard so we can aim our light. And let's bring this up. Let's see if we're good here. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna bring this guy over. We're gonna hit Control D to duplicate. Control D to duplicate. We want to have quite some light in this scene here, obviously. Take these two, Control D. Okay. We're gonna give this a go. All right, we're gonna go to our render settings, mental ray. Let's do global illumination, final gather. We don't really need caustics. We'll do 1.5 on quality, HD 1080. That all seems to be good. All right. I'm gonna hit render and I'll see you guys when it's done. See you in a sec. Well, guys, there you have it. There's our men's room, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, like I said, kind of a weird tutorial, but it is what it is, and hopefully it was helpful. And if you got any questions, let me know as always. Love to see you guys again. Thanks. Bye.